Chino Hills was a legendary high school squad. They were a true diamond in the rough, a public school that was beating all the private schools. With this kind of success, their lineup was deadly. We all know their big three, the Ball brothers. Then there was Big O, Onyeka Okongwu. But there was a fifth member of that starting lineup that often gets overlooked and forgotten. He was a high-energy player who hustled on defense, played good defense, and created for his teammates. This reminded many of Draymond Green in the way that he could do it all. And when he did get the ball and score, he was going to let you know about it and be hype. This player was named Eli Scott. We haven't heard from Bro in a while. So what happened to him? Eli Scott spent his first year of high school at Upland High School in California, and he tried to transfer to Chino Hills during his sophomore year, which did work out academically but did not work out athletically. He was actually ruled ineligible by the CIF Southern Section and by their decision committee, and so he didn't get to play high school basketball until his junior year. But as a junior, he started alongside the deadly five-man lineup that I previously stated, which included Lonzo Ball, LaMelo Ball, LiAngelo Ball, and Onyeka Okongwu. And that year they went 35-0, won a CIF Open Division title, and were the best team in California and the most famous team in high school basketball. As a senior the following season, Eli Scott averaged 19 points per game and 15 rebounds per game to go along with 5 assists per game. I don't think you guys understand how crazy that is to have 19 points, 15 rebounds, especially the rebounds for a guy who's only 6'6". You know, usually it's the guys who are close to 7 foot who are averaging those kinds of rebounds. So you know that this guy was really out there hustling, just doing everything he could. You know this guy was always on the triple-double watch. So after an impressive senior season, he turned down several other offers from mid-majors and low majors, which included UC Riverside, UC Irvine, Utah State, and he decided to attend Loyola Marymount, a pretty famous basketball school. And in his freshman season, Eli Scott played very well for Loyola Marymount. He averaged 12.5 points per game to go along with 7.3 rebounds, and he set the freshman record with 225 rebounds, and he was named to the West Coast Conference All-Freshman team. Again, you know, this is the freshman record for rebounds, and this guy is only 6'6". Very impressive. He's just one of those guys who can go and find the ball. The next season was definitely not as good for him. He took a big step back. In his sophomore year, he only averaged 7.9 points per game and 4.8 rebounds per game. However, he did play in less games and get less minutes due to an illness that he had. This illness caused him to miss the first 6 games of the season, and it looks like he just never really got comfortable in the rotation after that, and it could have also been a coaching decision at the time as well. But during his junior season, he would bounce back in a big way. He would average 15 points per game during the season and get back to averaging a higher number of rebounds. He averaged 6.7 rebounds per game in his junior year, and he also had a career high 31 points and 10 rebounds in a win over high major Colorado, the school that plays in the Pac-12. And Eli Scott actually had the first triple-double ever in Loyola Marymount program history with 21 points, 13 rebounds, and 13 assists in a win over Grambling State. Getting a triple-double in college is very, very impressive. If you guys didn't know, it's very hard to do that. And then he would end up returning for his senior season, which was the last year, the COVID year, 2020 to 2021. He would have his best year by far. He averaged the most minutes per game, started every game, which is something that he already accomplished in his junior year. He had his best season from the free throw line at 70%. He averaged 8 rebounds per game, and he also averaged 18 points per game. So a very, very impressive senior season for Eli Scott. And on February 16th, 2021, he had a career high 37 points and had a game winner against Santa Clara. And for this senior year, he got first team all West Coast Conference honors. And because of COVID, there was like a 5th year eligibility rule, which I think applies to everyone who was in college during the COVID time. So he decided to take advantage of this 5th year, and he's going to be returning to Loyola Marymount. Now, my thoughts on this decision is that he definitely has some areas of his game that he can improve. Definitely maybe raise the field goal percentage a little bit. Right now he's sitting at 50. Maybe he should try to get it to up to like 53, 55. He's also only shooting 24% on three-pointers. He definitely has to get that above 30. And the free throws could always be better. And I really just think he's going to keep trying to add more moves to his bag and just really improve his playmaking. Maybe get the assists up to 5 assists per game, because his assists did drop from 4 to 3 between his junior and senior seasons. But other than that, he's putting up superb stats. He's always been a good defender, obviously a superb rebounder, and he can go off for 30-plus point games. This is a guy who is able to get a triple-double in college, which is insanely impressive. So to me, Eli Scott is definitely an NBA player. He is definitely going to be a pro. He's going to be a good pro. He may have to spend a few years in the G League or Europe, but after he finishes up this 5th year, he will definitely be making his way to the NBA at some point. For a lot of these super talented guys, they all have to take different roads to the NBA, and for someone like Eli Scott, especially at 6'6", being a small forward, he really just needed a little bit more time to develop. So it's understandable why he's taking the 5 years in college. I do think he could have came out after this last year, but who knows, maybe he just wanted to get the most out of his college experience, and he tweeted about how he really likes the coaching staff and the people at Loyola Marymount. So I guess that's what he thinks is the best thing to get him ready for the NBA, and maybe he won't have to do that time in Europe or the G League by taking this 5th year. So to review, Eli Scott, he was the hustle player for Chino Hills, averaged 19 points per game in his senior season. He spent the last 4 years at mid-major Loyola Marymount. He has had 3 good seasons there, his only bad season being his sophomore season, in which he didn't start as many games as usual, and he was also sick for the first part of it. He is known to be a solid scorer, but a great rebounder and a great defender. And in his time at Loyola Marymount, he has been first team All West Coast Conference once, second team All West Coast Conference once, and he also made the All Freshman West Coast Conference team. So Eli Scott has had a very solid college career. We don't see a lot of guys taking this 5-year long route in college, but it seems like for him it's going to work out. He's just got that dog mentality in him, and I really do think that he's going to be a pro. So this was just a quick update video for you guys. I know that he definitely flies under the radar compared to the rest of that Chino Hills lineup, as most of them have moved on. Actually, all of them have moved on to professional opportunities except for him, but don't get it twisted. Eli Scott is definitely a pro, and we're going to be seeing him at the pro level pretty soon. With all that being said, my name is Headband Jay. I make sports videos 2 or 3 times a week. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and check out my other videos. If you like those other videos, hit that subscribe button. That's all I got for you guys today. It's your boy Headband Jay, signing off.